Hi, it's Linda. Welcome back to the Daily Dose, where we talk about the energy that's moving through all of us right now and we make it useful for real life. We don't use fancy language, it's just plain talk and real life. So, in our last chat, we looked at what the She Remembers Out Loud energy looks like in everyday life, where we are taking time to process and maybe even recognize that a story isn't ours to tell. Today, we meet the fullest expression, the best version of the She Remembers Out Loud energy, the Revelation Reflector. So let's get started. The Revelation Reflector has stopped rushing past her own experiences and started honoring the full cycle of her experiences. When this energy is fully lived, the rhythm of experience, retreat, reflection, and then return becomes so natural, it stops feeling like a discipline and it starts feeling like, this is just how you move through the world. At this level, the wisdom you carry has a quality people recognize even before you've said anything specific. You have an air of being settled that comes from having processed more than you've shared or disclosed. When you finally speak, what comes out carries that weight, that there's more to the story behind your words. It lands like truth from someone who has really been there. I went through a really rough stretch about 25 years ago. I lost my mother, my father, and my only brother in a stretch of about 3.5 years. It was brutal. Some years later, friends of ours lost their only son. I was there for them in a very quiet way, just doing things in the background that would help them get through these dark days. Other friends asked them how I knew what to do because they wanted to help too, but they just didn't know where to start. My grieving friends had the answer before I ever said a word. They said, "She knows because she's been there." Here's what I'd like you to sit with. In this energy, the retreat and the pause aren't a withdrawal from life. The retreat is how you stay useful to life. Every cycle of reflection makes the next thing you offer more precise, more valuable, and truly more beneficial to the people you are here to serve. In our next chat, we wrap up our time with the She Remembers Out Loud energy. I wouldn't miss it. I sure hope you don't. Thank you so much for being here. Find your happy. Love what you do. Make a difference. And come on back to me safely. See ya.